Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Warriors. For the Timberwolves, winning 7 of their last 10. And they aren't done. Fueled up and ready to charge forward toward another win here in this one. Warriors, Timberwolves. Tip-off in just a moment. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. A moment now to check out some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And suddenly, his feel for the three-point shot has left it. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range, not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The post pair for him, it's Green and Looney. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Kuminga. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted. And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Outside Curry. Gobert with the block. With some arc, the Warriors pull it in. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they fell to the Wolves.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Now, here's McDaniels. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Kept alive. That one doesn't go. Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Washington Wizards.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Minnesota shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And the first one drops. And, Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Puts up a 3. Gobert pulls it in.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
And they get it. Great D that time from Edwards.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Lets it go. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 5 points so far. The Warriors have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Back to Curry. Now, here's Looney. Defended by Gobert. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Off a pass, Steph Curry. That one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Taking a look at Orlando. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Pass to Looney. McDaniels against Green. Looney passes to Curry. Back to Looney. Just 5 to shoot. High post try. And Kuminga gets it to go.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Gobert. 8 points his last outing. Conley with it. Minnesota again turning it over. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. To take a look at the Timberwolves. The season well underway, and they've been solid in 3rd right now. And, of course, Golden State just way behind. Warriors trail by 4. Curry deciding where to go with it. Pass to Green. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Alexander Walker. No good from outside. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Green against Edwards. Kuminga, screen on McDaniel. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Edwards, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. McDaniels against Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Conley. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Kuminga. They need this one. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
Now here's Green. No scoring in this one. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Golden State. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. 5th is Rudy Gobert.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley, the pass to Alexander Walker. Pass to Edwards. And it's Curry with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. There's the screen. He Hield outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 1. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Looney sends it back. Hield outside. Curry against Edwards. Curry kicks to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. And Curry has it in the corner. Shoots the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Here's Golden State. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Now, here's Looney. Defense right on him. They kick out to Hield. Sinks the triple. Hield's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Conley. Here's McDaniels. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Curry. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Warriors making a change here. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Into the lane. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And he knocks down the first one. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Golden State. They're on a 16-7 run. Hield outside. There's the pick from past the arc. Reed with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Shannon, covered by Hield. And the wide open shot from Reed. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Warriors shooting 40% here in the early stages. Pass to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now DiVincenzo. Back to Conley. Reed with a screen for Conley. Reed with it. Pass to Ingles. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And every season, it seems, Reed takes another step forward in adding to his game, and that's a testament to his strong work ethic.
Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Now, here's DiVincenzo. 8 points his last outing. Ingles in the corner. Reed with a screen for Ingles. From the low block. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. 1:33 left in the first quarter. Hield outside. Trying to end the drought. Drills it from outside. Hield's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Hield came into the league now with a very solid three-point shot, and he's only gotten better.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
Now here's Payton. Here's Jackson Davis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Here's Shannon. Covered by Payton. Edwards. That's good.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
DiVincenzo against Curry. There's 38 seconds left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Hield, the pass to Key. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Hield can't hit. Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. It's tipped. Payton surveying the floor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses. Now DiVincenzo. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Edwards. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Warriors on top, leading by just 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And, you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
The Warriors lead him. Joe Ingles is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Shannon in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Rose shot is good.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it. He gives you an expanded menu.
Now here's Edwards. Picked by Reid. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Warriors leading by 3. Now here's Curry. 32 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Here's Rowe. Jackson Davis in the corner. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reid touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's putting up 31 points per, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Now here's DiVincenzo after the miss from Buddy Hield. Ingles finds Reid. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. He
makes 1 of 2 that time. Golden State's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Hield the pass to Curry. Back to Hield. Three-pointer. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
That ties it up.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Curry. Shakes him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. Really remarkable. What a teammate, what a leader, what a player.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Here's Reed. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got 11.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Warriors trail. Pass to Jackson Davis. On the wing, Hield. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Curry finds Jackson Davis. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. Oh, Curry so accurate from three-point range.
They are heating up, percolating here in the second quarter, letting it fly from distance.
And here's Edwards. Off target. That was a little heat check. Enzo Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. They get it back. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Brandon Podziemski. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hield with it. 9 points in the game so far. Curry on the wing. Clock at 6. Reed with the block.
Great denial by Reed. Boundless energy he brings.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Curry. For 3, Edwards. Cook it, Edwards. Slotting home the 3. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota?
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Hield from outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Alexander Walker. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Reed. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Kuminga. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kuminga.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And he makes both free throws. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Now Gobert. Now Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Curry. There's a good screen. And here's Looney. Fires it up. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Edwards inside, guarded by Curry. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Back to Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Now here's Edwards. 14 points for him. DiVincenzo with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
DiVincenzo smartly getting into the defense there, drawing a foul inside while taking the shot. That's a smart offensive play by DiVincenzo.
Free throw drops for DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in, and the Warriors making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And here is Curry. 12 points for him. Back to Kuminga. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got 4 this quarter. For Minnesota, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Kuminga. Stolen by McDaniels. Fast break. Minnesota goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
I think DiVincenzo is at his best in the open court because he's got tremendous speed.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Outside, Kuminga. Over in the corner, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Curry. Takes the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. McDaniels with the ball. Kuminga picks him up. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's rebounded by Golden State. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Minnesota's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Warriors leading. Back to Curry. Over in the corner, Kuminga. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists in the game. The Timberwolves shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Edwards looking it over. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Warriors leading by 3. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Golden State's gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Outside Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Timeout.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Edwards. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Warriors. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Conley against Hield. Reed with a screen on Hield. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Mike Conley. The Warriors shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Hield, the pass to Looney. Back to Hield. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 7. Gobert with a screen on Green. Here's Reed. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
You can't allow Reed to get that kind of positioning. He's got great touch down there.
1:14 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Looney. Outside, Green. Down low. Here's Kuminga. And rejection by McDaniels. Here's Reed. Gobert with a screen for Reed. bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
Pass to Kuminga. On the wing, Hield. Back to Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. Hield can't hit. Minnesota's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
Quick and mobile. McDaniels can explode to the 10.
Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. With the drive, there's the killer two-handed slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Steve Kerr, what did your team show you in the first half?
Well, they played hard, but that's expected at this point. That's who they've proven to be. But we got to be smarter. We got to play better, especially transition. Defensively, I don't think we're ready to defend in transition, so we got to get better with that.
Well, we'll see how fast you can get back as the game continues. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you. I'm starting to feel that this team needs a culture change.
And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
They're clicking from outside, hard cuts to the ball, and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
On offense, here are the Warriors. The lead is 2, and Golden State looking at who they've got. The post pair for them. It's Green and Looney. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Stephen Curry. From deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Edwards with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. It's good.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot. Back to Curry. Pass to Green.
Golden State moving the ball around. Great open look there. 14 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
Draymond Green, so smart as a player. He'll exploit those gaps in the defense.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Curry against Conley. High post, Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Green kicks to Curry. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. Edwards against Curry. Conley surveying the D. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Just 3 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Green. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
On defense, the Warriors. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Alexander Walker with the ball. Kuminga on him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Warriors leading by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Green finds Curry. Green with a screen on Conley. Here's Curry. Pass to Looney. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Inside. Here's McDaniels. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Curry. They set the screen. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Curry's got 18 points.
The ball handling of Steph is sometimes undervalued. I mean, he's much more than a shooter. This guy has mad skills as a handler.
Gobert with it. Defended by Looney. Here's Alexander Walker. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's McDaniels.
Ever since the break, struggling to find his shot.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. That's tipped. Pass to Green. Now here's Looney. Defended by Gobert. Looney kicks to Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Conley against Curry. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Here's Gobert, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Draymond Green. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Mike Conley.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. Right side, Kuminga. McDaniels against Green. Stolen by Conley. And now the Timberwolves on the break. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Offensive rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these swats. Gobert loves reaching out and sending them away.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And he makes the first.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Green. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Curry with it. 21 points in the game. Pass to Looney. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Looney's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Hield. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
A Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play two bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
Looney finds Hield. 6 to shoot. Curry on the wing. Stolen by Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Launches a three. That one misses.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And here is Kuminga. Got a piece of it. From downtown. And the Warriors miss again.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Curry. Here's the screen. And just miss after miss right now. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot. since coming out of the break.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Here's Curry. He's got 21. Pass to Kuminga. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 16 points for Jonathan Kuminga. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Timberwolves trail. Now Conley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Curry kicks to Hield. And now the Timberwolves on the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
And, you know, night to night, you pretty much know what you're going to get from Gobert. Rim protection, rebounding, intensity, and he gets his points within the flow of the offense. That's a valuable guy there.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for McDaniel. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The Timberwolves shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism. Tell you what, Conley may not be in his prime from an age standpoint, but I tell you, he is still tremendous as a floor leader, general, and he's a stabilizing presence on this team.
Payton, he's checked in for Kuminga. Podziemski, the bounce pass. On the wing, Payton. 5 on the clock. Hield outside. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Conley up top, covered by Hield. Pass to Reid. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Conley. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Right there, Conley working his magic inside. He is crafty near the rack.
The Warriors trail. On the wing, Hield. And a miss there on the triple. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Edwards, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. 1:12 left in the third. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Baseline try. Yep, it counts. Edwards got 24.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Here's Podziemski, defended by DiVincenzo. They get a hand on it, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Looking at some numbers for Hield, how his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's defended by Podziemski. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Warriors trail by 5. Now here's Hield. He's got 17. Jackson Davis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hey, when you've got a laser like Hield that can score it, those assist opportunities just go way up.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 43% from the floor. And here's Edwards. 24 points for him. Hit by Reed. 3-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Timberwolves lead by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Mike Conley. What's the news, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Timberwolves gave us some information. He's dealing with a sore ankle right now, and they're icing it down to try and keep it from swelling too much. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Edwards is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then there's Reed. And it's Shannon in at the threesome. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Curry with the 3.
And they've struggled from three-point range here in the second half, and it's making it that much harder for them to chip away at that lead.
Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Shannon, covered by Payton. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory, it's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry finds Podziemski. Here's Payton. Got a piece of it. Pass to DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Here's Edwards. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. To the paint. It's hauled in by Shannon. Timberwolves leading by 5. Pass to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Hield. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Ingles with the rebound. Ingles has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. And he recovers it. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
You can count on Hill to take shots. He does all he can on the offensive end. Never sees a shot that he doesn't like.
The open shot, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Hield outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to Curry for 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here's Edwards from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Hield's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now Curry. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Hield outside. Shot clock at 6. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Pass to Reed. The rebound by Hield.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Kept alive outside for Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Pass to Reed. Now he's defended by Pajemski with the step back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Golden State's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Hield with it. Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
And give it up for Steph Curry. This guy seemingly never has an off night. One of the all-time greats.
DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Shoots over Curry, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
That's to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. The shot from the low post is good. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Timberwolves trail. Here is Edwards. Now Reed. Outside Edwards. And the 3 off target. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Back to Ingles. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Ingles has got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Hield against Edwards. Hield kicks to Payton. Hield outside. Back to Payton. Here's Kuminga. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there. Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles, and Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Golden State's gone over and over to the 3-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Conley against Curry. Over to the wing. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Conley dishes to Gobert, so they take the lead. 7 points for Rudy Gobert. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And another thing they've really excelled at tonight is protecting the rim. Shooters keep getting their shots swatted away by this squad.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
McDaniels against Curry. Now here's Kuminga. Defense is right there.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside, Green. Stolen by McDaniels. 4-on-1, and they're running for the finish. And finished off by McDaniel.
McDaniels going upstairs with an athletic move.
Now here's Curry carrying the load for the team offensively.
He is a handful, always dangerous, and he's greedy for buckets.
Green passes to Curry. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Edwards. Down low. And finished off by Gobert.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. Let's see if they listen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Pass to McDaniels from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Curry. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. It's stolen by Curry. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And the shot is good.
The competitive fire and clutch ability of Green comes out in these big moments.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Conley. There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. That one falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And Conley has run the screen and roll countless times, folks. So effective in these situations.
Curry with it. Conley picks him up. There's Kuminga. Misses the 3. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Green kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Curry. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Edwards. Conley against Curry. And finished off by McDaniel.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And a deep 3 from Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got 31.
You see why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
Curry can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Edwards against Curry. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, and my teammates put a lot of trust in me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.